Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the Social.in podcast. I'm your host Pradeep, and on this episode of the Social Media Weekly, we're talking about Google Meet and Google Duo. We're talking about Sheryl Sandberg stepping down from Facebook, and we're talking about WhatsApp potentially adding an undo button. Let's get started. So for our first story, we're talking about Google Meet and Google Duo. Now here's the thing, Google knows absolutely nothing about what they're doing with their messaging strategy. Apparently they're going to be merging the code base of Google Meet and their popular video calling app called Google Duo. Google Duo is actually pretty good for low internet, high quality video calls. Google Duo will be renamed to Google Meet, and Google Meet, which is currently in existence, will be renamed to Original Meet. Just kidding. Google doesn't know what they're going to be doing with it as of now. For our next story, we're talking about Snapchat. Yes, I said Snapchat and their dynamic ads for travel. Now, here's the thing. Travel is becoming a huge industry now because we've been locked down for over 2 years and Snapchat wants to get in on the action. Businesses can basically upload a feed of their property or listings like Airbnb, and then Snapchat will use machine learning to show those ads to audiences with travel intent. Now, apparently Booking.com, who is an early user of this feature, has seen a 20x reduction in their cost per conversion. For our next story, we're talking about Google banning businesses from using RCS for promotions in India. Now here's what happened. RCS apparently has 500 million monthly active users as of Google Messages as of May 2022. Now Google is obviously intending RCS to be a replacement for SMS and to take on iMessage. However, businesses in India like Kotak Mahindra Bank and Flipkart have been merrily taking advantage of RCS and spamming user inboxes, and therefore Google has decided to take action and has banned RCS use by businesses in India. For our next story, we're talking about Sheryl Sandberg stepping down from Facebook. Now, if you had to name a COO of a popular publicly listed company, you probably would be hard pressed to name anyone other than Sheryl Sandberg of Facebook, now Meta platforms. Apparently, she's going to be stepping down, and these rumors have been floating around since 2016, ever since Cambridge Analytica and the US election issue. Sandberg doesn't seem as vested in the metaverse as Mark Zuckerberg, but she's going to be continuing on the board. She's only going to be stepping down as COO after 14 years. For our final story, we're talking about WhatsApp adding in an undo button. Now here's how it happens. You send a message that you're not supposed to and then click on delete for me and it serves practically no purpose. Now WhatsApp is going to be adding an undo button which will show at the bottom left of your screen, which will appear for a short period of time so that you can undo that delete for me and delete it for everyone like you were supposed to in the beginning. However, please note that Telegram, a rival messaging app, has had undo or edit buttons for quite a while now. That's about it for this week's episode, guys. If you enjoyed it, please go over to your favorite podcast application, subscribe to the Social.in podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and we will see you guys right back here next week.